Hey everybody, it's Brian with MST Motorsports, and I've got Sean here. This is the Polaris Pro R that you've seen a little bit earlier in the week in our Underhood series. This vehicle got brought in for a few concerns, customers having a hard start and a large oil leak. So during our inspection process, we noticed that the oil was coming from the blow-off valve of the supercharger on this. So this is equipped with a supercharger on this Pro R. So when we saw that, it was telling us that we probably had excessive crankcase pressure. And so now we're going through some of the diag steps that we do here at MST Motorsports to figure out what's going on and what we got to do to get it solved for the customer.
All right, we're going to start a compression test on number 1 cylinder, see what test result we get. Go ahead, Brian. All right, so compression test for cylinder number 1, it looks like we're right about 175 psi. We're going to move over to cylinder 3 and test that one. Okay, go ahead. All right, so pressure for cylinder 3 is quite low, coming in right about 82 to 85 psi. This engine should typically make real close to about 200, so definitely hurt engine internally. We're going to go ahead and go down to a leak down test and see if we can figure out where the pressure is going. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start our leak down test. Similar test to compression as far as how we hook tools up and whatnot. This test needs to be done with the cylinder at top dead center and intake and exhaust valves closed, so we can pressurize the cylinder with shop air and get an idea where our pressure is going. So we're going to pressurize the cylinder up to 100 psi. We'll do that on the main gauge here, and then the second gauge shows us at what percentage we're leaking. So we're right at 100 psi, and it's showing us that we've got about 80% leakage right now, and we can actually hear that that's coming right through the engine, and we have a decent amount of pressure right out of the oil cap. We'll want to clamp off this line to completely seal the engine, but we definitely have high crankcase pressure. Definitely a hurt piston or ring, so the engine's gonna have to come apart so we can figure out what we got going on.